and welcome into Getting Help from Uncle Sam. If you joined us on last week's show, we had Perry Hooper Jr. here, and he was talking about the work that he did to help get Donald Trump elected as President of the United States. Last week was kind of celebratory because obviously he was very happy. When you do that kind of work and you win, you need to be happy.
That's right.
Today we've got Perry Hooper Jr. back again. And Perry, now we want to know the rubbers now. It's time for the rubber to hit the road. What will it look like, a Trump presidency moving forward, to make our lives as Americans better?
Well, Jack in Virginia, first of all, thank you for having me on your show.
You're very welcome. You're part of the family, you know.
Well, I love you guys.
Yeah,
know.
you are. You are. You're
and
stuck.
thank you for what you do for Quarterback Club. You're the greatest.
Yeah.
But Jack,
Oh,
his first 100 days, he'd like to implement the Trump agenda, which includes a contract with American voter. That includes a number of issues, some ethical issues. You know, remember the concern we had about
lobbyists.
Ms. Clinton, turning the State Department into a pay-to-play operation. Well, he's got legislation to ban any lobbyists from representing any foreign companies, period. He's also going to have a 5-year ban on anybody that leaves the White House and becomes a lobbyist. He's got a number of issues that will help business to cut taxes and cut regulation, which is more of a supply-side economic theory that Reagan had to create jobs and opportunity. And you're seeing optimism in America right now where that's already working. He has implementation to build up our military. We had talked about earlier. He'll have legislation to try to increase some of our fighter jets for the United States Air Force and our Navy ships, more Navy ships for our Navy, and help the Army and all our, and then he'll have legislation that will help back our first responders. You know, we've unfortunately had some violence in America. He's gonna end that. We're gonna have a president who's gonna back our men and women in uniform. So we're excited about that. There'll be some very meaningful immigration reform that comes about, and by golly, we will once and for all repeal Obamacare.
Well, that's good.
Yes, sir.
well,
Absolutely.
when you're talking about business,
Well, and of
that's
course,
another
you talk
positive
about
Yes,
thing.
ma'am.
in health, and our viewers, obviously, Perry, are
Right.
people that are a little bit older.
Right.
And they're concerned about health care,
Yes, sir.
obviously.
Well, they should be. And if you notice the last month of the campaign, they were talking about how Obamacare was going to increase, it caused our premiums to increase by 25 to 50%. In Arizona, they reported it was causing them to be increased by over 100%.
That's correct.
He's going to replace this with more free market program. He's going to extend companies beyond state lines, so you have more of a free enterprise approach to health care and insurance. And usually free enterprise reduces the cost because you have people competing. So I'm excited about what he wants to do. He will provide for a new program to help people to afford health insurance, because it is a major concern to people.
And of course, the state of Alabama has probably one of the largest veterans groups of anybody in the nation.
Yes, sir.
And every time he speaks, he's behind the veterans.
And I know this is coming time later, but I want to remember all those from Pearl Harbor.
Right.
And our veterans. I love our veterans, and Donald Trump loves our veterans, and he will have legislation to make sure each of those veterans go and receive the best health care possible and use their own doctor.
That's right.
And not any
Amen.
wackos at some of these hospitals
right.
that they have built. You know, I would like to take it a step further. I think we ought to issue veterans cards where they can go to
Anywhere.
their own doctor, their own hospital.
Right. It's kind of like your Medicare
why
card.
spend
Right,
money on these
right.
buildings?
Right.
That's just government waste.
Yes.
These are things that you and I talked about, both of y'all.
That's correct.
Donald Trump is going to require accountability from anybody who receives government money, and that's something that's way long overdue.
Yes. Yeah,
Well,
we've
people
said
would
that all
much,
along.
again, that goes back to what Jack and I said. People would much rather work have a job. He's going to increase jobs.
Yes, ma'am.
And most people would rather have a job than have a handout. Like Ben Carson said, give them a hand up, not a hand out.
Yes.
But I would like to, relative to Alabama,
Yes, ma'am.
the other thing that I'm so proud of with him is, you know, the war is already being fought in cyberspace. And we
Yes.
have an amazing president and
Yes.
commander of Maxwell Air Force
Yes,
Base
ma'am, we do.
right here in Montgomery,
Right.
General Quast. And he is the cyber guru, really,
Yes, he
the one
is.
who is so supportive of that. The president is going to get behind this, as I understand it, and Jeff Sessions is very knowledgeable on this. So as far as our state and how it relates to us,
It'll all come together.
it's wonderful for the state of Alabama
Right.
too.
I remember last year during the chamber event, the general, that was
That
his
was
That's when they-
proposal is about
Absolutely.
cyber liability and the concerns.
Absolutely.
So that will be part of our defense system as well. So I'm really excited about that.
Perry, we thank you for everything you do.
Thank you.
Because you know you put your money where your mouth is.
Thank
You've worked and you've worked hard, and
Thank you,
and we
Jack.
congratulate you for doing that. You've got the interest of the people of Alabama at your heart. We know
Thank
that,
you.
and
Thank
we
you.
hope our viewers realize that also. Before you leave, stand up and put your foot up on that table. Folks,
Okay.
if you guys can get a camera shot on this.
Now, let me tell you about these
These are
boots.
his official. This is his official Donald Trump boot.
Yeah, these, there's a gentleman by the name of Don Knight. Is it all right to mention?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
He has K-Bar K. He was one of the very first Trump people that I talked with about 2 years ago, and he said, Perry, I would love to present you some boots so you can wear these to the convention. And I took him to the convention
And the way-
and make sure he's our
There you go.
Republican nominee. And I was proud to wear these, and I'm so happy to be able to wear them today on this very fine show.
Absolutely.
Yes,
Thank you
sir.
so much.
Thank you,
Thank you.
and your family.
Right.
Thank you.
And
God
you
bless
know
you all,
the
and
thing. God bless
Merry
you.
Christmas, and I hope you have a very happy and prosperous new year.
Better
We've
be.
already got a great president with Donald Trump.
That's right. Okay, and thank you so much for watching us. We'll be right back right after this.